Why did you think that was a good idea to bring someone else in and kind of break down the analytics department?
Yeah. It gives a chance to look at kind of what is being done from an independent group. We know that they have a lot of smart people in place, some of them who have worked for the Yankees in the past, some have worked for other teams. So it brings a different perspective on analytics and a chance to compare to some of the work that we've done internally versus some of the work that they've done, and kind of look at what are best solutions to different questions. Maybe there's some different approaches they've taken and different solutions they've come up with, and a chance to compare.
Now, I understand it's not a quick process, it's ongoing, but what have they found so far that's different than what you guys have been doing?
Yeah, well, we're early in the process. It's going to be an extensive process over time, and so far we've started digging in on some of their work, but it's not something where we're going to have answers right away. We'll continue to kind of compare some of their work to some of our work, as well as see if there are things that they've done that we haven't done, or if there are things that they've done in a different way. But it's going to be a process over a number of several months.
So I guess where does that leave you now when you're evaluating players and who you should bring in this offseason?
Yeah, I think for the most part, you can't. It's hard to rely on something new until it's fully tested. So initially, you're going to have to rely on a lot of the work we've done internally. I think we've done a lot of great work within the quantitative analysis department, and their models are still going to be some of the stuff we're relying on. But now we just have something else we can look at as well. So it'll all be part of the process.
What leaves you confident in your current process?
Yeah. Well, we have a lot of smart people in the department, led by David Grabner, and there's a lot we've developed over time. It's made many years of testing different statistical models in terms of what's the most predictive, and testing versus different approaches, and over time, we've created a lot of really interesting tools in how to use the data. So it's just been an extensive process over many years of development.
Look, it's the way of the world right now. If you have information, it would be foolish not to use it. But when you look at the analytics department in general, because of the fact that the team has struggled lately, they've been under fire a little bit. How do you guys deal with that internally?
Yeah, it's fair to question everything. We have very high standards and haven't met those standards. So I think everybody will want to look under the hood at those points in time and raise questions. And in this game, you have to have really thick skin. You're going to make a lot of right decisions. You're going to make a lot of wrong decisions. The goal is to have many more right decisions than wrong decisions. But over time, it's fair to be questioning some of these things, and allows us to continue to try to do better, and raise questions about ourselves and our own tools, and see if other things that we haven't thought of and other things that we should take into account.
How have you developed that thick skin? Because it's not easy to be Teflon in New York City.
No, it's just always part of sports, and just working sports, and really through life, any involvement in sports, there's gonna be right decisions and wrong decisions, and you just have to take it. It's just part of the game of being here.